Welcome to this video, Feedback from the Field. My name is Jacob. I'm with Swiss Property Management Group. We're going to talk today about the way the market is and how it is affecting how important it is to make sure your listing is going out into the space, into the advertisements, into the syndications in the correct way. So we brought on an owner. He had been trying to lease his property out for about 3 months. No traction, no showings, and was growing really frustrated with the situation. Myself and the owner, we connected. He decided he was going to join with us, and part of our process, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go in and evaluate the property and make sure it's in a form that when someone walks in, they get wowed. You can only make one first impression at the property. It's really important to make sure it's set up the right way. So this is the process we followed. He joined up with us. Step number 1. We went into the property. We did the inspection of what we think needs to be done to make sure the property wows someone when they walk in. Through all our experience and our standards that we hold, the way we want to list properties, that's step number 1. Step number 2, we reevaluated the rents. Of course, we want to maximize the money he's going to make, but we also understand the situation. It's been vacant for a while. We want to position the property in a way that is going to attract someone quickly and get income for that owner quickly. After we did those 2 things, we went into the property and we saw that there were light fixtures that were missing lights. There were touch-up paint spots that looked really bad when the sun was shining on it. There was a door wouldn't close, and the bathtub, it was chipped. The paint in the bathtub was chipped. All these things, plus the listing photos, were not very good. You add all those together, we have a poor listing, someone walking in the property, it's in bad shape. It's going to lead to poor lead flow. It's going to lead to poor conversion trying to get the property leased up. So what we did, we had a conversation with the owner. We evaluated, we saw those things. Said, hey, Mr. Owner, this is what we need from you to put back into the property. Through our standards, through our system, if we do this to the property, we expect these results. And he agreed, he worked with us. He invested back in the property. Once the work was done, we got these beautiful, beautiful photos done. Amazing photos. It literally changed the listing completely 180, flipped it on its head. We got the property fresh. Someone's going to walk in and they can move in and live in it right away. We send that to the market. We send that to the market with beautiful listing photos. A great description. So when someone sees that property on the syndication, they're drawn in. With those 2 things, in that process, what happened was amazing. And I'm so happy for the owner. We went through that process. He had been about 90 days on the market, no action, growing really frustrated. We came in, went through our process of inspection, evaluating the rents, doing the work, reinvesting in the property, sending it out with a great listing, great photos. The result, it was leased up within a week. I mean, the traction on the property immediately was night and day. Showings, and part of our team is, our job is to turn those showings into applications into leases. I was so happy for the owner. He went from 90 days growing frustrated, no traction on the property. We did our process. He gets this thing leased up in a week. The tenant has since moved in. Everything's been great. They've been paying on time. The owner is now making money coming in. The person living in the property has a great home and is a resident of their new home, and they're enjoying it. So all this to be said, the way the market is, the way inventory is up, it's not a surprise that when he was not getting traction on the property. Poor photos, not rent ready condition, not up to a standard of someone moving in and wanting to live in it. You have to position your property properly the first time you're sending it to the market. You know, a big factor in vacancy is the marketing. It's true. Hopefully this helps. If you need help, reach out to us. I'm Jacob from Swiss Property Management Group. See you next time.